what you gonna do, brother?
Oh, yeah!
Woo! What? What?
If you smell what the rock...
You got the wrong guy. I'm the dude, man.
Welcome to a special edition of Around the Turnbuckle. I'm the Big Albowski. That guy right there is Professor Keith, as usual. And Keith, scrolling across the bottom of our screen, it has arrived. The day has come where we have WWWA in Quakertown live tonight, featuring Merrick Miami versus Always Ready Matt Cardona. Your thoughts as we enter today?
I don't think it would be too much of a stretch to suggest that this is the biggest show in the history of the WWWA. Certainly, it's the biggest show that we've been to in our history, our brief history with the WWWA. I don't know about you. I've been promoting it everywhere I can. I actually had the opportunity during my training here at work on Tuesday to promote it during training. So we've done our bit. So if you don't have tickets right now and you live in the area, why? What are you doing? What are you doing tonight that's more important?
If you love wrestling, if you love wrestling,
well, I just assume they love wrestling because they're here.
They're here.
Because nobody needs to listen to our nonsense unless they love wrestling.
This is true.
So what are you doing? It's Saturday night. You're a wrestling fan. You have dates. Come on. We know this. Just come on out. Come out.
So one of the matches in particular that strike me as going to be interesting is an innovative match where, because we'll talk plenty about Cardona and all that, but an innovative match where it is the original family with JT Cage and the Hat Guy and those guys and Slayer and Malcolm King taking on the Cult. They got a little bit of rivalry going on with this Cult. The Cult's been a thorn in their side for a couple of days. And the ruiner of it all, JT Cage, this whole thing is going to blow up right in front of our very eyes with an innovative 6-man tag where 2 guys are going to be dog collared and 2 guys are going to be strapped. And then there's going to be 2 guys that are going to be free. I'm interested to see which ones are which. But
I think we all are.
But the ruiner of it all, JT Cage, and Keith, I went and said his name
too many times.
Ruiner of it all, JT Cage. How are you, sir?
I don't even know how I just got here. I was just minding my business, checking my messages. As you can hear, my phone going off nonstop. And then here you guys are in front of me. Like I don't got anything better to do with my time, with what's going on later, than to talk to you. But since I'm here, how's it going?
We are fine. And before we get into your match in particular, I'd like your thoughts on some of the other matches on the card. Anyone stick out to you in particular? I have the entire card in front of me right now in case you need me to speak about one in specific. But what are your thoughts on tonight's card, other than your match?
Other than my match, it's going to be an exciting show. Pretty much, this would be the closest that WWA, or should I say 3WA, is kind of like in a bit of a rebranding phase right now. Probably like as close to being a pay-per-view than any show that we've had in the past. We usually look at the anniversary shows as kind of like our, I guess, WrestleMania, for a better word for it. But this is going to be something unique, something innovative, new stage setup. I'm excited. I'm leaving here in about an hour and a half to get up there, check things out and everything, see what I can, ruin people with and what I can't. So, but it's a very exciting show. From top to bottom, solid card. Definitely, obviously, you got the main event, Merrick Miami versus Matt Cardona, the king of hardcore, wherever he likes to call himself, but the king of hardcore is right here in front of you, so I don't know what he's talking about. But that's going to be a very interesting match. I don't think the Extreme title's on the line. I'm not sure.
No, I heard it is not.
Miami's been very clear that it's not. It's a challenge match. She is not
I'm
putting
so
the title
involved
up.
with this whole cult business. I can't even focus on what's going on. Titles are on the line or not. But
So you also got the, not to interrupt you, sir, but you also got the Atkins brothers both in singles competition. Brian's taking on Alan Clayball from Dog Nation, and Rob is taking on Rick Reyes.
Definitely, they're good as a tag team, the Atkins. I've seen them as a tag team. I've seen them as singles. I know there's a point in time when Rob was out with an injury, and Brian was actually competing for the world title. You know, I think Rob should have came back and broke Brian's neck because why you got to go there being doing single stuff and then come back and you know. But that's just my opinion. You know, I mean, I think Rob would have been a great member of the family, but whatever. But there should be good matches. Rick Reyes, I've had a match with him before for the when he was the high impact champion. He kind of cheated and pulled my tights and all, but that's besides the point. That was years ago. But he's a good talent, obviously from Lucha Underground. They're going to be two exciting matches. Definitely two good exciting matches that I'm looking forward to seeing later on because I'm going to be focused on my own thing.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, as far as I know, your 6-man match, I don't think that's ever been done in wrestling history before.
Never.
I don't think it's ever been done where you have a strap and a dog collar in the same match. Plus, it's going to be hardcore rules, so you guys are not going to be confined to just a strap, just a dog collar. I mean, like Alan said, 2 guys are going to be free to grab whatever they can find and brutalize their opponent. I know at the risk of you may not want to answer this because it may go to strategy in the match. Have there been any conversations about who will have the dog collar, who will have the strap, who will be free, at least within the original family?
I have nothing to hide. I'm going to tell you straight up. Here's the exclusive about this whole thing. If you're ready for this, Round Turnbuckle exclusive right from the Bruiner's mouth. None of us know. We'll be told that it's going to be a random thing once we get there. Like, kind of think of it like almost like a Royal Rumble. Think of it like kind of like War Games, where the powers that be of 3WA are going to randomly pick us out of a hat pretty much, and that's how it gets decided who's with who. So we actually won't know until probably right around match time is when we'll know who's strapped with who's not, and who's getting dog collared. We have none of the competitors in this match have no idea. That's the exclusive. We actually have no clue. We never did, and we won't until it's time to go, basically, until it's time to do this thing.
So as a follow-up, I have to ask, at the risk of winding you up, do you feel like that's a disadvantage, or that's maybe the powers that be not treating you fairly? As you've mentioned in the past, you have some problems with the way that the championship committee and Mr. Dino Santa treat you?
Well, I think, in my opinion, we've already beaten the Cult. We've beaten them in singles competition. Well, at least I have in singles competition. I know there's been a disqualification because they tried to jump Slayer one time. And then we just beat them the last show in that 3-on-3 hardcore match. Why on earth do we have to fight them again in this situation? Why would they want this situation? So we didn't call them out. We had nothing else to prove. They called us out and went to Dino, and Dino made this crazy ass match on the spot at the show. I didn't even know until later that night. I get home and I hear that, hey, he made an announcement at the show. We're doing this match. So it's already announced, it's already booked, and it's like, we're doing this. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Now, as far as strategy or whatever, it doesn't bother me. I think you guys probably seen a video I did a day or two ago where hold on, let me shut this watch up. A day or two ago where I said I've been in a strap match before, 40th anniversary show. I've been in a dog collar match, 41st anniversary show. And obviously, you know what I can do when I have no guard against me. So if anyone that has an advantage, it's me, because I've been in all 3 situations before.
Very true.
Match, I've been in all 3. I don't think anyone else in this match has, but on my side or the Cole side has, except for me, been in all 3 situations. Do I have a preference of which one I would like to do? Yeah, but that I'm not going to share with you because the power might hear that and they'll be like, well, we're going to do this and act like it's random and then try to screw me over. So I'm going to tell you that.
All right, and I mean it keeps the cult guessing too.
Exactly.
All right, so the next couple matches I want to talk about involve two former WWA World Heavyweight Champions. One is Ken Andrews returning versus Matt Vertigo, and the second being the most recent former champion, and that'd be Wyndham James Winthorpe III taking on Nico Gray. What are your thoughts of those two matches?
First of all, I mean, Ken Andrews, he's back in WWA, which is, cool for the fans. And they like that kind of thing. He dances and tells jokes out there and thinks he's a funny guy, That's good, but he's going to have to get serious taking on someone like Vertigo. Do I know a lot about Vertigo? No. And that's what makes it unpredictable. I don't know how much Ken Andrews knows about Vertigo either, So instead of clowning around and stuff like that, he needs to get serious and do some business if he wants to get back in that world title line. And as far as Wyndham or Nico Gray go, I know what Wyndham can do. I've been in the ring with them a couple of times, over the world title, And as far as Nico Gray go, my favorite librarian, I like to call him. Him and I got to finish business. Personally, I'd like to see Nico beat Wyndham because then when I get done with this whole cult business and I wrap this all up tonight, him and I got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, he's been gunning for you. He's been make no mistake about that.
And I ain't hard to find. I told him that before. He was calling me out this whole time, and then the one show he had an opportunity, like he could have talked to me face to face about it. Maybe something could have happened. He didn't even show up. So there you go.
All right. So at this time, Professor, it is 12:15. Do you want any parting words for this guy?
Yeah, I do have to run back in. My break is about over. Thank you as always for coming on, JT. Yeah, I'm at work today. I tried to get off, and two other people had the day, so it was like I don't want to deny you, but I have to deny you.
Oh, just quit. Just quit. Quakertown now. What you doing? Just do what the man tells you.
But he will see you tonight.
Doing this dirty trick every time I'm ready to quit. They throw
the machine and get the hell out of there. Tell him I'm done. The ruiner said I can leave.
All right.
Give that a try.
All right. So we'll see you tonight, Professor. I will be down. The Professor and I will be ringside, obviously, and so we'll see you later, there, Keith.
All righty. Thank you, gentlemen.
I'm telling you, if you boo me like you did last time, you lucky he gone. If he boos me, and you too, if you guys boo me like you did that one time, I'm making my entrance, trying to show my belt, and then y'all going to talk about I suck. And
listen, I paid money for my ticket, and if I want to boo you or cheer you, that's my prerogative.
That is true, but I can yell back. But this time, I think this time will be a little too distracting.
You can bring it. That's fine. So the other two things I want to talk about before I bring on my next guest, which I do have one backstage.
Who that backstage?
I have classic Johnny Potter.
Oh, okay.
Manager, independent manager. He will be in attendance tonight.
Okay.
He wanted to share.
He needs to take some notes, but okay.
Oh, well, I mean, if I had Hat Guy. But anyway, there are two title matches tonight.
Yes.
That being the WWA High Impact title being defended by Tommy Vex versus Greg the Mechanic Manuel.
Yes, very interesting. One, the former Brickhouse Club member versus, I guess Tommy Vex is still part of Brickhouse Club, what Bricks is saying that he is. I mean, isn't it very tragic what happened to the Brickhouse Club? You see what I started there?
I don't want to. I don't want to get into that. I already had a war of words with that guy online, so I don't want to get into that. Because just like you, if I mention his name 3 times, he'll pop up.
He'll pop in unless he's working overtime.
Then the WWA World Heavyweight Champion, that'd be Tony Batista taking on Theo Ivory.
Theo Ivory versus Batista. Is it for the T-Time Championship?
No, it is not. It is it's for Tony's title.
It should be title for title.
I agree. I'm with you on that.
Title.
I'd be cool with that.
Merge it all together. The World Tea Time, Triple WA.
And before we talk about Cardona and Miami, there's one other match I want to mention because I don't want to leave anybody out, and there is a 6-man tag with Young Flash Carter, Roadblock, and Wolfman against Tony Cini, Cody Rose, and Philly Mike Swenson. I just recently saw Philly Mike Swenson wrestle for the first time at another show, and I got to admit, I was impressed.
Yeah, okay. I've never seen him wrestle yet, so I'm just gonna be interested to see what he can do. I mean, don't forget, we are the original family. We're always got our eyes glued. We might need some new recruits. You never know. So I'm gonna see what they do. Cody Rose, I know he's a scumbag. I've been predicted that he'd break up the Brick House Club, officially finish what I started. I knew that was going to happen. I mean, who didn't? And on the other side, you got Wolf. Pretty much all my enemies except for Flash Carter. Wolf, right. Roadblock, who I beat for it, which is see behind me. And you got
three rather popular guys in Quakertown is what you got on the other side. You got three Quakertown legends. Two, and then Flash Carter, is a local guy too. So I mean.
And I've been seeing what Flash been doing out there. I've seen him getting opportunities, and he's up and coming and everything. And I wish him the best. He just better not run into me, because then that's all Flash. It's over.
All right. So before we talk about Cardona and Miami, let me try to bring on Classic Johnny Potter. He was having internet difficulties earlier. Hold on. Yeah, we were having. All right, so I'm gonna tell him to come back in. So Johnny, if you can hear me, get out of the live stream, go back into the live stream, and see if you can't join me and Mr. Cage here. In the meantime,
you sure he's not scared? He's just
scared of you.
Maybe we could take the ruiner part off my name, and maybe that'll make it less intimidating. I don't know.
Hey, Cage.
What's up, Toots?
Yeah, there's. Yeah.
Hi, Toots.
All right, he's back in. I still don't have him, no. Yeah, a lot of times it's an internet connection problem on their end. So if he's using a phone, I suggest he switches off the Wi-Fi and goes to the 4G or 5G network. A lot of times that works better. It's weird. It's hard to say. But I've had a couple of guests. The other thing, too, is I can get him on the phone, because we did that. We did that with Chloe Rain recently. I did see that. Which actually, Chloe Rain is asking me, literally just text me if she wants to call in.
She wants to call in. Come on, call in, Toots, and then get back to the kitchen.
Wow.
For later.
Wow. All right, let me see if I can't make that happen.
There you go.
Again, and if Johnny Potter's listening, if you want to do a call in, let me know. Let me see if I can.
My number. She used to try to get with me back in the day.
You got to go there. You got to do.
Hey, it's on video. She literally tried to proposition me.
I remember seeing that. I remember seeing that video, sir. I was.
That's not. This ain't lies. I never lie. I always speak facts. I'm a good looking dude. Come on now.
Let me see if I can't get her. Hello.
Hey, Alan.
Hey, there she is, Chloe Rain. What's up?
Chloe Rain.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Chloe.
Cage here is already talking smack, and the show hasn't even started.
I'm not talking smack. I'm stating facts. Come on now.
She's stating facts.
I'm stating them.
I mean, he's stating facts. Excuse me. I got confused.
And
so
how are you?
That was a
long time ago. I was young and I was naive.
That was a young time ago. She was young and naive. It was 2 years ago. I have to admit I agree with Cage on that one. It was 2 years ago. It wasn't, just saying. But anyway, how do you feeling tonight leading into tonight's event?
I'm really excited. My boys were split up, So we're going to be having 2 matches. And I'm really excited. I don't think Rob has ever been against Ricky Reyes, so we get to see Rob against him, and I think that's going to be a really exciting match. They're both very athletic. Ricky Reyes has been on Lucha Underground, and I think it's going to be really awesome. And then Brian's going to be against Clayball tonight, and we've had matches against them multiple times, and they're always, a trip, we'll say.
So how do you think they're going to do?
Of course they're going to win. I mean,
I'm just saying. So being on here,
what kind of question is that, Cage?
All right, let me talk some facts. I mean, they won against the Brick House Club, but what have they done lately?
Let's not mention that name today.
Ooh. Sore subject.
So wait, what's going on with that? Because I just see some falling out. I got to get the facts as the factual journalist that I am. What's up with that?
I'm not really sure. Me and Alan were just having a conversation about the Brick House Club, and I got accused of bashing him, which I went back and watched the video a couple times, and I don't know. All I heard was how I said that Brick House was a great guy.
Which may I intervene? May I intervene here and say that me and Keith have gone back, watched that video 100 times. I don't think there was any malintent towards Brick House's name. In fact, I think we were singing his praises. And on top of that, he thought we were so pissed off at him, he issued a video apology to me personally. And you can see that on Facebook if you want.
Apologizing. I bash him all the time, first of all. So he knows expected from me at least. But from you, Chloe, it was a different low. I can't believe what you said. Can't believe that you took it there with him. I mean, me, it's expected. And I don't apologize for nothing. But in all honesty, I don't think he said anything that bad. He's just very sensitive. You know what it is. I mean, I broke up his Brick House Club. I'm sorry. I laid the dynamite around the foundation of the Brick House Club. Cody Rose did the rest of it, and Greg Manuel, and it's all exploded. So he's very sensitive at these times. You got to handle with care. Come on now.
Well, you guys have a good rest of your little show here.
Yes.
This beauty has to go get ready for the show tonight.
Yeah, there you go. I'm already packed and ready to go. The only thing I have to do is grab the goal behind me, and we out.
All right. So,
well, it takes some time for this beauty to get where she needs to be.
Oh God! Just make sure you have the hot dogs cooking and ready because we're hungry.
yo, she's pulling like a Norbert line right there. Like, this doesn't happen overnight.
What do you think this does? Overnight? Come on now.
Well, Cage, I know it takes you a while to get your hair ready.
Oh.
I know you probably have to go get your manager.
You realize you're gonna hang up, and I got to deal with him after the fact.
Oh God.
All right, but we'll see you tonight. Good luck tonight, and have fun with it, and we'll see you. We'll see your boys in action tonight.
All right, guys. See you later.
All right, there she goes. Chloe Rain.
Back to the kitchen she goes.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah.
You can't take you no place, man.
I'm just saying. Hey, and you probably thought I was going to come here ranting and raving, being all pissed off like I really am. You know what? I'll explain that.
Go ahead.
I'm very eerie, calm about me right now. I feel very even. I don't know how to explain it, and it's kind of scary a little.
Can I try to explain it? See, I think this is the calm before the storm, right? This is show night. I've never interviewed you on show night. I've never interviewed you like hours before you have a match. So I think this is the calm before the storm, Usually right. I have you on the show and you are jacked up. You're just coming off of a show, or you're about to do a show in a week or something like that. So you are in the zone. But right now, it's the calm before the storm. But if I interviewed you like 3 hours from now, you'd be in my face and tell me how much I suck.
Yep, different state of mind then. But this is pretty much my routine before a show. I get up, get myself together and everything. I try to do that early. I don't have to. I hate rushing around. Get everything packed up, all that. Then I'll go usually meet up with Hat. We'll grab a bite to eat or something like that. Go over strategy, stuff like that. And then I get home to myself. Spend a couple hours to myself, just kind of like either watching wrestling or I'll do both. Put wrestling on and have some music going. Trying to get in that mode and everything. And I try to stay calm. I try not to overthink things. I just like kind of empty mind, almost like a meditation. And then,
all right, we got another phone call.
Hello.
Johnny Potter, what's up, my man?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
How's it going?
We're doing fine. You're on with the Big Albowski and JT Cage. How are you today?
Fantastic.
So word has reached my royal ear that you are going to be in attendance tonight in Quakertown. Is this true?
That is 100% true. I have not blessed WWWA in almost a year.
Wow.
I've been down there with Malcolm King, but now he's doing his thing. So either, I might be down there raising a little bit of hell, and I might just be in the crowd. So either way, I'll be raising a little bit of hell.
Wait, Mr. Classic Johnny Potter, sir. Malcolm King is just doing his thing.
Yes.
He is my brother in the original family, baby. He's not just doing his thing. We own in the ring and about to do some destruction. He's not just doing his thing. And by the greatest manager of all time, the original actor.
Well, you had to mention that guy, Johnny.
Hey, that's all right.
What are your thoughts on?
I got nothing but respect for Mr. Cage.
Thank you.
All right, so what are your thoughts on tonight's card? Anything in particular stick out to you?
My thoughts on Matt Cardona, and I know somebody else said it, but that man is a mark for his own damn self.
Yeah. That is so true. All right, keep going.
That's all I got to say about him. He is a mark for his own damn self. Like I used to actually like this guy whenever he was in the WWE, but then once he started, and I think what made me change my whole perspective on him was his GCW work. Now I respect heel work, but like he just turned into a big giant mark for his own self.
Woo, you know it. All right, so it's funny that you mentioned that because his beef, I saw he did a recent podcast, and his beef with Miami is that Miami is a mark for him, and that I saw that. So it's interesting that you say he's a mark for himself, which we all agree with, but he's poking fun at Miami for being a mark for him instead of showing him a little bit of respect, because Miami, Mike Cardona is one of Miami's idols, and this is a dream match for Miami. And Matt Cardona, out of his own mouth, said, "This is just another indie show for him."
Can I say something real quick? Because I was going to talk about that video.
Go ahead.
That actually did piss me off a bit. That video. It made me want to slap the taste out of Cardona's mouth myself.
Ooh.
Pressing issues, but he's going to come into our territory, talk about, it's just another. I think he said a shitty indie. He said shitty.
He actually said that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had to rewind it a couple of times. He goes, "A dream match for him, but another shitty indie looking for me." Like,
right.
What the hell? Yeah, Dino Santa, who I never agree with, paid you buckloads of money to be here and everything to fight. Merrick Miami, and then you're going to sit there talking about, it's just another walk in the park. I hope Miami kicks the teeth down his damn throat.
Nice.
For even saying that. And I'm going to, because we didn't even get to that match yet. We didn't get to talk about it.
Yeah, we're about to talk about that.
Miami kicks the teeth down his throat. All the way down his throat.
Johnny. Your thoughts on Merrick Miami?
I don't have very many thoughts on Merrick Miami. I mean, he's a hell of a worker. Mm-hmm. He's definitely a hell of a worker. And yeah, I saw Matt Cardona basically calling him a little Mark Boy because of the Broski of the Week BS. But honestly, because of how Matt Cardona, again, you know, he said a shitty indie promotion. Like, I hope, just like Mr. Cage said, I hope he kicks his teeth down his throat.
You heard it here first there, Merrick Miami. You got a lot of guys who are sort of rooting for you in this thing. And Keith and I talked about that. I know there's heels, right? And I know there's faces and things like that. But in situations like this, it's kind of a heel versus heel match, sort of, because Merrick Miami has no love for the fans and vice versa. But Matt Cardona's coming into our house. And when I say our house, that is the WWA faithful, as I call them. So speak to that, Cage, because do you think that the crowd is going to be completely behind Miami in this situation?
This is going to be very interesting to see. I don't know how the crowd is going to react. The Quakertown crowd is kind of hard to gauge at times. You don't know. I mean, you know, for a fact they booed the hell out of me, but depending on what I'm facing, I'm getting cheered the next thing. You know, it's hard to tell. But in this situation, I think they're going to be behind Miami, especially after if majority of the crowd would have seen that video that Miami did share. That little clip from that podcast that he does, his shitty podcast that he does, and what he had to say about our league, our federation, what we do, and it's just like a nothing thing to him. It's a dream match to Miami, but it's just another shitty indie booking to him. I bet you if they all got win, the whole crowd will be behind Miami with that, bar none. That's my opinion. I know how it made me feel to watch that, and how I just was like, damn, he'd be lucky if I don't hijack his damn autograph signing he's doing at 4 p.m. today and punch him in the mouth.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I heard a rumor that Miami's going to be in that vicinity. Johnny Potter, what else you got to say about tonight's card?
Well, I want to say, like, the cult versus the original family, that is going to be an interesting match. And well, you know, with my allegiance to Malcolm King, I'm saying the original family's taking that. Oh, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to be tied up, who's going to be free, what's going to happen.
Yep. And like
that
don't know.
One and the Merrick Miami Matt Cardona match are like the two that stick out to me the most. And I know, like, I'm just going down the line. Earlier, you was talking about not saying a certain person's name, so.
I thought it was me.
I think I know who you was talking about,
yes.
and I'm not saying that it was Mr. Cage.
No.
Oh,
it was another manager.
Right. Another certain manager, yes.
All I got to say is listening to him talk is worse than watching paint dry.
I applaud you for that.
I'm sorry, but like, I would rather sit and watch. I would sit and watch paint bubbles bust than watch a promo or just listen to him talk.
Man,
I've even said that to him before. Yeah, well, I'll say it to him again. No worries there.
Yeah, again, he and I have had our differences, so I do my best not to bash him on this show. I respect all the talents, good, bad, or indifferent. Obviously, there are some others that have been on here a lot more. Bill Corbin's mentioned a triple threat match. There is a triple threat match tonight.
Ken Andrews match, actually. I meant to say that.
Oh, that's right. The Ken Andrews match is now triple threat.
It's now a triple threat.
Yeah, I'm interested to see Bro Keller.
Bro Keller.
That's who it was.
Yes, he was the addition. Bro Keller is another great worker. I've seen him in a couple of different promotions I was working at. The man is a hell of a talent. I'm actually interested to see him tonight as well.
Yeah. I that was my bad. I mentioned Ken Andrews' match earlier, but I forgot that it had been switched to
Man,
a.
he had me going along with it, talking about the match like it's still 1-on-1. In the back of my head, I'm like, hey, I thought it was switching to triple threat. You messing me all up, Alan.
Now wait, you should know better than I, sir. You work for that company. I don't.
I am focused on a first of a kind experience.
Just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Collars and chains and stuff. Oh my, and all this and fans.
Johnny, this is what I got to deal with when I talk to this
You want me
guy
to
all the
remember
time.
that a
Same
match got
thing.
changed at midnight?
All the time.
Well, the man wants his respect. The man wants his respect. The man wants to be heard.
I've respected JT Cage a lot more than anybody, I think.
I will give you that. You have.
See, there you go. I'm just saying, when we get together, man, it's like mixing oil and vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Sometimes that can be a good combination.
It's true. Here we are in Quaker. Been ready. Yeah, there you go.
About 3 o'clock, I should be arriving.
Well, then I'll wait till
Pop off now.
I'll wait till 5 or 6 then, because I don't want to be in there too early. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna pull in 3 o'clock. Pop off now, broski. I'm sure they'll be fashion related or something.
Speaking of the broski, if you're watching this and you are a fan of his, which I don't know why you would be, but if you are and you want to meet and greet,
sorry to hear that.
They are having a meet and greet at 4 to 6 o'clock. If you want to get a photo op or an autograph from Matt Cardona, he will be in Quakertown from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for that special meet and greet before the event. The actual event itself, bell time is 7 o'clock, and they'll let people in around 5:30. If you want to come see me and the professor, come see me and the professor. I'll be doing fan interviews about, as you guys walk around in the parking lot. I'll be doing live fan interviews right there and then. Actually, not live, recorded. I misspoke, but anyway, we'll be getting people's thoughts as they enter the event. So that'd be fun if you guys want to come see me out in the back parking lot.
Just real quick about that meet and greet with Matt Cardona. So like you said, it's 4 to 6. It says the meet and greet will be accessible from gates number 1 or number 19 if you're looking for that.
There you go.
I guess it's a free meet and greet, but Cardona will charge his places for
whatever he wants to.
Whatever it is, for the autograph or the picture, or if you want to read you a bedtime story or something. I don't know. He bores me, so I don't care. I'm sorry. You don't piss me off. You know what? And I used to be a fan of his, not a mark, but oh, he's pretty cool and root for him and stuff like that. It's just that one thing you got to say. Piss me off. And you know that, Alan. It takes one time to piss me off. And that one video that I had to see the other day of him talking about his working and all that, he's lucky.
You got it.
He's lucky. And if he thinks he's hardcore, I got a hardcore title right there that says you're not. If you ever want to come back to Triple WA and think you somebody.
Ooh. Yeah, the meet and greet is not where the show normally is.
Right. It's what did I say? Gate. I just threw my
You said
phone.
gate 1 and gate 19.
Yeah,
it's accessible. It's in another part of the Q Mart, but it's going to be accessible from gates 1 and 19. You said
because I'll be at where the show is, and he ain't trying to have that.
Well, I'll be hanging out in the back of in the parking lot, maybe having a few beers or something like that. I don't know. I was Sprites. Sorry, Sprites.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Johnny. What else you got?
Oh, well. Basically, I'm just going to say this. If I'm not working tonight, I will definitely come find you.
Cool.
We can kick it again. It's been great. But I got to run.
All right, John. Classic Johnny Parter. Yeah, classic Johnny Parter will be in attendance tonight. Whether he's involved or whether he's not involved, we'll find out. And
That's right. Come find me, take a picture, give me the finger. It don't matter.
I'll definitely do that.
Whatever floats your boat. All right. We're gonna let you go then, John.
Whatever floats your boat.
We're gonna let you go then, Johnny Potter. All right then.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on and saying those kind words about JT Cage. I don't say that many kind words about JT Cage, so somebody has to.
You're lucky you got me in a very docile state right now. It's coming out a little bit. So think about that Cardona mess and everything. Like, over there now.
Guy's
Like,
already got him drinking like at 12 noon and whatever.
oh God.
Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. That's right. We'll see you in again.
So I got to drink.
All right, take it easy, y'all.
All right. There he goes. There he goes.
I ain't high class like Cardona. I'm drinking Redner's brand spring water here. See that? This ain't no Evian or whatever. Redner's.
I got Niagara.
I bet you Cardona's going to show up with his what do you call it, Evian or whatever.
Whatever. Like I said, it's funny that Miami was a fan of his, and he gets to wrestle. Not funny, but it's kind of cool. If I look at it at his point, if I may look at it at his point of view, the first WWA event that Keith and I attended was the 40th anniversary outdoor show, where we saw Leo Sweet wrestle.
Right.
And we immediately saw something there. All right. We saw you. We saw the Hat Guy. We saw everybody else. We saw Brick House and everybody else. Blah, 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 blah. And it was a great show, great time, had by all. Those anniversary shows are great. And of course, we were at this one, with the 41st anniversary. But at the 40th anniversary show, that was when we first saw him wrestle.
Right.
Where he was then to what he is now is amazing to have watched. Same with you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna say anything bad about you either, because for where you were on that 40th and where you are now, U.S. Hardcore Champion, he's WWA Extreme Champion. You guys are both champions. You guys are both major players in WWA. So, the whole thing that he gets to wrestle somebody he looked up to. Matt Cardona might have been an asshole on that podcast, but he showed a picture of Miami being Broski of the Week at one time or another. That's crazy. That's crazy that he was, he used to go to wrestling events to watch this guy wrestle, and he actually gets to wrestle this guy. I'm excited for him.
Right. I think we all are. Now there's sirens going on. But,
are they coming after you? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, they're trying to get me. Cardona sent his people at me. They heard me talking. No, it is it's an honor. I'm sure he's very excited about this opportunity. I know some people say never meet your idols, but sometimes it's not that bad to you. And he's about to do battle with one of his idols, and that's awesome. As far as everyone in that locker room, I'll say that. This is the one time, again, you got to be in a docile state, so I'm going to talk nice. Everyone in that 3WA locker room, we bust our ass day in, day out, every show to put on the best performance that we can do. And we're always improving. I mean, I started 2.5 years ago, green as hell. You know what I mean? Funny story is, the first person I had a title shot with, which was my third match, was against Leo Sweet at the 39th anniversary show. I think it was 39th anniversary show. That was my first ever title opportunity for the High Impact title. So we have history. Me and Leo, I was a good guy, he was a bad guy, and we did battle, and a really good match. And I was green at the time, but it was a really good match. I still love that match, watching it back now. And to see where he's become, it's like parallel. See where he became and where I became. And a little insider story, with the night that I won the hardcore title from Roadblock, which was the 25th of May, I get to the back and everything, and obviously I'm happy. I won my first ever championship in professional wrestling. It's been a dream for me. And one of the first people to come up and congratulate me, kind of gave me a speech, was in front of everybody, was Eric Miami.
Interesting.
Telling me how far I came. He's wrestled me in my first ever title shot. It was my third match with the company, and just let me know how far I came and how much I deserve it, and I worked hard for it. It was a very emotional time back then, that night, and so yeah, and I know it's probably going to be emotional for him to go through what he's going. His mind state, you see me, and I know I got to do one of the most hardcore matches on the whole card, probably in the history of 3WA, to be honest. And I have like a calm about me. I don't even know what his mind state is right now. Maybe he's calm too. It's like a weird, eerie thing. Like you're kind of calm, and then it's like boom. Once you get there, it's like, all right, here we go. But I know he's probably going through something similar where it's like we're the two main matches of the card. You know what I mean? The first two matches announced were our two matches.
Yep.
And I know how I feel inside, and I know how I'm going to feel once I get there. And I can't predict what he feels, but I'm sure it's something similar where it's like,
and we saw
sit down and do it. You know what I mean?
And we saw glimpses. We saw glimpses of the set.
Yes.
It looks awesome from what I saw. It looks like it's going to be a really fun night, and I'm glad that I even get to be a part of it, man. I'm glad because I've been coming to all these shows almost on a monthly basis,
Yes.
and seeing you both evolve, see you both, turn into these guys that you guys are, and it's been so much fun. I talk to him all the time. I talk to him a lot more than I talk to you. No offense to you. It's just it's a
like I want to talk to you anyway.
Whatever. Anyway, we text all the time, and he actually, like, I can only imagine how he's feeling, but at the same time, I kind of see it, like, just from talking to him, just how excited he is, but at the same time, he knows this means a lot. Like, this is the match of his life to this point, and like, if he can hang with Mac, I mean, whether he beats him or whether he doesn't, I don't really think he cares.
Yeah.
What he cares about is
he cares. I know he cares. He beat him
to an extent. But if he can hang with Matt Cardona, who is a seasoned veteran in this business,
yes, and
sky's the limit. I think sky's the limit for him for Miami anyway. But that's gonna just shoot him to the
to the moon. Yeah, he'll definitely, and like, don't get me wrong, like, win or lose, he's going to be a made man from this match. You know what I mean? Win or lose, it doesn't matter. I honestly think I know I shouldn't even think I know he wants to win, because who goes into this with like not wanting to win? He definitely wants to beat Matt Cardona.
And I think most of us, the WWA faithful, are going to be behind him.
Yes, and I'll be watching it. If there's anything left of me.
I got a question for you from Bill Corbin, Mr. Cage. What is your dream match, if I may ask?
That would be Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's my idol. He's my that's my Matt Cardona, I guess. You can see behind me, kind of. I don't know if it turn. I got like a little bit of a Stone Cold shrine behind me, right underneath the U.S. Hardcore title. That would be my absolute dream match. That's gonna have to wait. Anyway, but yeah, it'd be Steve Austin. That's my idol. I would love to fight him.
All right. So while you were talking and telling the story of how Merrick Miami was one of the first people to come up and congratulate you on how far you've come after you won the title, I was secretly trying to get him on here.
Were you? And
he is literally in the car on his way to the venue right now.
Get out.
So
he's gonna get there early.
Right. So I tried to make possible. I gave him the option of doing a phone call. He has not responded, but I'll give him a few minutes before we get out of here.
Cool.
So for a second, I just want to say that for all you that have been watching, and for all you that will watch this later, if you're not watching live, get down to Quakertown if you have tickets. Obviously, I don't know if it's completely sold out. Do you know that for a fact?
I actually found out because I had a couple of people actually today, the last minute people I'd be telling all week, we got this show, and then last minute it could be like I'm walking out the door with my suitcase.
Right.
Hey, you got tickets?
Right.
Yes, you actually can. The show is technically sold out, but they will make accommodations.
Right.
So yes, if you don't have a ticket, go. You will get in. I was told that firsthand today. I had to talk to that terrible man, that terrible president, Dino Santa. I had to talk to him on the phone. It made me sick to my stomach, but I had to get the information for all of you. Yes, you can still buy tickets at the door. They should be $30.
All right, Triple WA, be careful what you wish for is live tonight at the Quakertown Q-Mart Farmers Market. Go have a great time. We're all going to be there. It's going to be a great time tonight. If you want to meet Matt Cardona, meet and greet is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. There's a special entrance, as Cage said before. That is gates number 1 and gates number 19.
Yes.
Special meet and greet with Matt Cardona is from 4 to 6 o'clock. Doors will open for the wrestling event at 5:30, and bell time is at 7 o'clock. I cannot freaking wait.
7 o'clock is the time for Ruin.
I cannot wait.
I don't know when this is all going down. I don't even know if I'm getting strapped up to something. I don't know anything. And that's the ability about it. And I kind of like it like that. That little chaos in my mind that I don't know what's going to happen. And I like it. I like that I don't know. You know?
And if you're a fan of this show, or if you're ever wanted to talk to me personally, come see me. I will be in the parking lot at 5 p.m. Not the parking lot by gate 1, the opposite parking lot, the rear parking lot. I will be there with the professor, and we will have interviews. We'll be doing interviews with fans on your way to this event. So I want to talk to you. I want to see it. So
Are
come.
there refreshments at this table?
No, but I have merch. I have around the turnbuckle T-shirts and flyers and business cards. What?
I want food, soda, snacks.
Oh, I have a surprise for you.
For me,
I do.
All right.
Before we get out of here, I do have a surprise for you. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Take your time.
Yeah. Don't want to hold you up any further than
I was looking at my step counter yelling at me saying, "Hey, you haven't walked in like how many minutes? What's wrong with you? Are you dead?" And I'm just sitting here.
You hear that ringing?
I hear it.
Yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the phone with us is Merrick Miami. What's up, man?
Yo, what's going on?
How's it going?
Say hi to Mr. Cage.
Mr.
Well,
Miami?
Cage.
How's it going?
It's
going.
awesome to hear your voice, and I want to say personally that I cannot wait for tonight. I know that you personally can't wait for tonight, but the rest of us have been, and we've been just talking to me and JT Cage and a few other surprises that have popped in. I've been talking about this thing for an hour now because that's all we can think about right now, right? So in the 0 hour, in the 11th hour, whatever you want to call it, how are you feeling right now, sir?
A mixture of emotions. I've been ready. I'm ready. To say that I'm, nervous would be an understatement, but we're gonna go out there. We're gonna give it the best that I possibly have. And win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna prove one way or another. That I can hang with the top guys, and that I've been ready. I got literally probably 3 hours of sleep last night, if that. I've just been so pumped for this. It's been a wild roller coaster, and it all comes back into the station today. So
yeah, that's what I was telling Alan, because even with the unique match that I'm having with the original family versus Cole, it's an eerie, calm before the storm kind of feeling. I don't feel, I'm amped up inside, trust me, but it's like a calm right now. But once I get to Quakertown, I know it's going to be all right, here we go. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And I was at the venue last night. We had all the lights off and just the ring lights lit up. And it was looking around. It was very surreal. Thinking just 24 hours from that moment, I'd be in the ring with always ready Matt Cardona.
You did.
And he's already taken his little digs today. I got a photo from a fan at RetroCon, sent a trading card that said F America Miami. So it sounds like he's ready, and he's bringing his A game. So there's no excuse for me to not bring my A game today.
Mr. Cage, am I hearing this correctly? But did Merrick Miami just say that he did a Rocky Balboa Apollo Creed moment where he went into the arena the night before.
Oh yeah, yeah, he was there, making sure everything is set, everything is ready. You know, I mean, if it's always ready or always been ready, you got to be ready. So, wanted to go there, make sure the last preparations were set, make sure that you know, that things are going to be going smoothly. You know, he's ready. I believe that Merrick Miami is ready for this match. I know he's been ready. We've done battles a couple of times throughout the years and everything, and I know he's been waiting for this moment for a long time, and I'm proud of you. And I know you're going to kick ass tonight.
I can't wait.
Yeah, you know, I can't wait to go out there and, you know, prove everybody wrong. You know, everybody's all, you know, is Merrick Miami going to be ready? I don't think he's ready. You know, I'm going out there tonight to prove to every single one of you, you know, that have doubted me this far. And, you know, even if you have supported me, I'm going to prove all the doubters wrong, and I'm going to prove all the supporters right, you know,
now,
that I'm ready.
Now, speaking of support, I got to say this, all right, because we all know you're a heel. You don't have any love lost with the fans. The fans don't have any love lost with you. But this guy, as we all know, is a jerk and is a huge mark for himself, as somebody alluded to earlier. And he's coming into our home. And when I say our home, the WWWA faithful. Now, again, we boo the shit out of you each and every month. But do you think that most of us might be behind you tonight?
I have no idea, to be honest. You know, this far in the game, whether you are or whether you aren't, you know, at this point, I've turned off the radar, and I've turned off, you know, everyone's voices. You know, I need to focus on the task at hand, and that's, you know, take out Always Ready Matt Cardona. Whether people are cheering, whether people are booing, at this point in my mind, it doesn't really matter. You know, the ball's in my court. You know, if you would have asked me this question 4 months ago, I probably could have given you the answer that you probably want. But at this point, I don't really care what side you're on. I know what I need to get done, and I'm going to get it done.
Very good, and that's that laser focus, and that's I was talking about the parallels between him and I. You know, like with him going into this, and yeah, we're heels. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the fans boo us and everything, and we're both in a situation with the cold or heels too. You know what I mean? But it's like the point that doesn't matter to me tonight. It doesn't. It's about taking them out, and I'm sure it's the same with Merrick Miami. He wants to take out Cardona. I want to take out the Colt. Whether the fans cheer or boo me is irrelevant, because honestly, I'll probably be tuning them out anyway, because I'm going to be so focused going into that dark place I was talking about.
Right.
And take them out.
There is such a thing.
I totally get where he's coming from with that.
Oh, yeah, and I get it too. And I
appreciate on a grander scale, because this is a big match for you, man. You're facing someone you've looked up to. You're facing one of your idols. Like, that's amazing. And I wish you nothing but the best out there, man. Seriously.
I like to say, you know, I appreciate it, but I don't think tonight I'm going to need luck. I think, you know, everything's going to pay off tonight, you know, regardless of well wishes or not.
There you go.
I love it, brother. Well, we're going to let you go. We'll see you tonight. And
yeah, absolutely.
I'm not going to tell you good luck. I'm just going to tell you kick some ass.
That's the plan.
All right, man. Check it later.
Later.
We'll see you guys tonight.
There he goes. There he goes, Mr. Cage. Merrick Miami. I pulled that one out of my ass, by the way.
No, that's a good one.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so let's wrap this up. Yeah. Tonight, Quakertown. Be careful what you wish for.
Mm-hmm.
Original Family versus the Cult.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few title matches. Another 6-man tag. The Atkins boys are in action.
Competition.
All kinds of stuff. A triple threat match. The returning Ken Andrews. All that stuff.
Tony Batista defending title against Dio Ivory.
Tony Batista versus Dio Ivory is always very entertaining.
And if I'm before you go, if I remember correctly, when that match got announced on the official Facebook of 3WA, I believe they said announced in advance that it's going to be the opening contest.
Oh,
if you go back on the Facebook and look, I believe it said in our first contest of the year,
they're going to open with the title match. I love it.
Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that is. And what a way to open the show with everything going on.
To me, this is like a Triple WA pay-per-view.
Yes,
I mean,
that's what I've been saying. Be careful what you wish for. It's almost like our first pay-per-view.
It's awesome.
It's surreal. And, you can't see right now. I'm just talking about it. I'm getting the goosebumps going.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And listen, like I said before, Keith and I are going to be there. We're going to be doing fan interviews. Maybe we'll snag a couple of you guys after the show for some thoughts.
Yeah.
After the fact. But in the meantime, I hope you're coming. We're coming. I hope you're coming. It's going to be fun. Again, meet and greet with Matt Cardona is from 4 to 6. Doors will open at 5:30. Bell time 7 o'clock. Triple WA. Be careful what you wish for. That man right there is going to be in for the fight of his life, but I know he'll be up for the challenge.
Damn right.
And Matt Cardona versus Merrick Miami. It's going to be an instant classic, an instant Triple WA classic, and I cannot wait to see it. Any final thoughts there, Mr. Cage?
Man, I just want to say this is going to be the show of shows. I've been going to Triple WA as a fan for about 5 years, and then I started wrestling about close to going on 3 years for Triple WA, and I've never seen a stacked card stacked like this before, where it's just so much excitement. New arena. I mean, damn, there's a new arena, pretty much same spot. It's just everything's been redesigned. Think of it like NXT 2.0, but better.
Nice.
Like it's new arena, new feel to it, just a new level of excitement. All these matches going into it, man, I can't wait. As far as my own personal match with the double dog collar, double strap match, and 2 people free, like I said, there's an air of just like mystery about that, like who's going to be strapped to who. I gave you the exclusive right here first. We honestly don't know. It's going to be random draw when we get there.
Yep.
We won't know until match time who's getting strapped to who's going to be free and who's not. It's a mystery to us too, and I can't wait for it. I told you guys I'm going to go to a dark place right now. Yes, I'm in a nice calm and everything like that, but as soon as I close this laptop and I put my headphones on, and I only got about a half hour before I got to hit the road with Hat. I'm going to that place, and so the next time you see me, it's not going to be all smiles. It's going to be a lot of kicking ass and some things I'm probably going to regret doing to people in the morning, but they deserved it, because you got to be careful what you wish for, and the cult wished for this, and now they got to deal with the ruler of it all and the original family.
That'll do it for Around the Turnbuckle. My thanks to Merrick Miami, Chloe Rain, the ruiner of it all, JT Cage, Johnny Potter, classic Johnny Potter joined us for a while, and everybody else that chimed in. We'll see you tonight.
Miami.
I did say Merrick Miami.
Did you really?
You didn't hear me?
No, I tuned you out. You started going on.
Yeah, you tuned me out once I started naming names, because once I said JT Cage, after that, you didn't hear nothing.
I thought it was over.
Whatever. We'll see you guys tonight. My thanks to everybody involved, and we'll see you guys tonight. Be careful what you wish for.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you gonna do, brother? Oh yeah! Woo! What? If you smell what the rock